Hello and welcome, my friends. Welcome to Thursday. Welcome to the full snow moon. Okay, here we go. Full moon energy in Pisces. We've got this. We've got this. The full snow moon, of course, not surprising. For many of us in North America, snow in February, not shocking at all. That cold snow moon that, well, only February can bring. The decks I chose, I went with the Spiral Tarot. It exudes a lot of complexity? Sure. Making words up here. And connection into that intuitional energy. Because, well, there's a lot of hidden symbols and meanings within this deck. Then I couldn't resist. This is the Literary Fairy. I don't know why I was drawn to it, other than it's amazing artwork, its creativity. It's a wonderful deck. I thought the two of them would work really well together, given the care and compassion that the artwork has. All right, let's look at this. Let's look at what my friends can expect from the full snow moon. Okie dokie. Ooh. All right. Love the first card being the Sun. One of the cards, this and Temperance, were the two reasons I picked this deck. Second deck I ever got in the 90s. It's a fantastic deck. The Two of Cups. Princess of Cups. And then the Ace of Cups. Lots of cups. Building off a lot of what Pisces has been sharing with us, we've got, well, that reminder of how important trusting that gut is, trusting that inner voice. We may struggle a lot to connect in with it. Let's be honest, it's not something that a lot of us trust in easily. The full snow moon wants to help reinforce some of that trust, connecting in with those deeper parts and deeper aspects of self, embracing some of the opportunities that are there. We're struggling to acknowledge or embrace them because we're second guessing ourselves. We're naysaying ourselves. Pisces is that mutable, so more flexible water energy, which is very much in the Princess of Cups here. The Princess or Page of Cups is a very creative, flexible card. It exudes that ability to roll with it. And I think that's a lot of it. We get caught up in how we perceive others to think we should respond or act. We get caught up in expectations and demands set out by others. We're not listening to how we really want to or should respond to situations or events. We're not able to be present in that sun, no matter how limited our actual time in the sun is each day. We're not able to embrace that joy, that happiness, that warmth. We're so caught up in overthinking things, making things harder for self. The full snow moon wants to bring it down to basics. 1, 2, take it slow, because our first step is surrounded in a lot of second guessing, a lot of just minimizing and bringing self down rather than starting to embrace and explore. my recommendation and suggestion, instead of getting caught up in the, I'm going to do this, this is what I want to do, I'm going to trust in self more, I'm going to make sure that, you know, self is understood. Don't put those demands and expectations on you. What I want you to do is shake it off. You may have to clear out some of that, well, just limiting beliefs and thoughts, whether that be negative or positive. Because some of our limiting thoughts are that we're putting the bar so high to achieve something, whether it be in intuitional energies or just in daily life, that we're missing it entirely. Take some time, especially over the next 5 days, to play and have fun. We miss that part. Like I said, we get caught up in what we think we should be doing, what we think others want us to do. And then we kind of overcompensate, opposed to going to the middle and going, this is kind of where I want. We're like, I'm going to swing and hyper focus in on it. That's not going to help. Be in the present and enjoy. Spend time with people and beings, pets, friends, family, whomever, that will help build you up rather than break you down. Take time for you to be with you. And this isn't about self-care. This is about you just being present with you. What are the things that you like about you? What can you do right? What can you do well? When we start to focus in on those aspects, we're going to start to see the sun really take form. We're going to feel stronger on the inside. And if it's hard to do, if you're really struggling to find out those positive pieces and aspects of self, take time to dive into your creative element, whatever that may be, however you like to express you. With all this water, with all this creativity, you kind of need to have that. And we all have it, whether it be in the kitchen, in the garage, whatever, however you like to express you. Take time over the next 5 days to give yourself a little bit of time to do so. It will help to clear out some of the naysaying, some of the toxic beliefs and thoughts, so that you can start to go forward, grab hold of that warmth, that sun. Without it, you're going to find that things get harder rather than easier. And remember, guys, it doesn't have to be hours and hours. Give yourself half an hour, 45 minutes, whatever you feel would do well. And you may want a couple situations where you are diving into that creativity. Asteria, Starflame, retro sci-fi, out there, alien, unknown. It's really hard to dive into that higher vibrational self, that unknown, because a lot of us, well, it's really out there. It's foreign to us because we weren't raised to trust in that energy, trust in those feelings, trust in those thoughts. And I won't even get into the other clairs, because the clair ordinance and clairsentience, the clair thinking and the clair feeling, we already struggle with. And those are the ones we haven't shut down. So let's go with what we haven't shut down. We were never taught to really trust in and dive into them. Now we need to start to trust in and dive in. And the easiest way to do that is to get out of our head and get out of our way, which that's why I'm suggesting a little bit of time into creativity. P77XI, Cyberpunk, Future, Technology, and Shadows. Well, technology could be part of how you express yourself, but more importantly, the shadows. Especially when we have that unknown right above it. Those shadows, those are kind of scary and dark. You don't have to jump into everything. The full snow moon is not going to clear things out. You're not going to have total clear everything by the time we're done in 5 days. It's starting that process, starting that awareness, So we need to start at the basics. Start at step 1. What are you good at? What do you like to do? What positive aspects and attributes bring out that foundational part of you? Starting to dive into some of these things, but not making it so that it's so overwhelming. Chandra, Gothic romance. Thrills, fears, and haunting. Yep. We've been taught to fear. Small steps, my friend. Small steps. When we feel unstable and unsure, that's when I want you to stop. If we're working in that creative mode, we shouldn't really aggravate the fear because we're into the creative expression of self. Arts and crafts, baking, cooking, mechanics, whatever, however you like to express you. It has nothing to do with trying to dive into that higher vibrational aspect of self. This is about just diving into what you enjoy doing. Diving into that sun energy. When we do that, that's when that aha comes forward because we're not in our way. We're in the creative moment. We're in something that we love to do, that passion piece. We're not based in fear. We're not based in the unknown. We're doing something we know and enjoy. That is the best and easiest way to start to connect in with self and with pieces that we have forgotten or lost. Okay. Seven of Swords. This isn't about someone trying to get away with something. This is about what we understand about self. There's a lot of hidden elements that we try to puff up and fluff up because we don't want to be perceived as weak or lesser. And then there's also stuff, like I said, that we have hidden because we've had to. The full snow moon is helping us to be more understanding of self, more understanding of what we're working with. The Seven of Cups in reversal. It's not so much about making a right or wrong decision. And a lot of us get caught up in that. What if I make a wrong decision? What if? Those what ifs can kill you. It's not so much if is this the right answer or right solution, or is this the right solution? It's more, what would you like to try? Nothing's written in stone. It just brings you down a different path. The only wrong decision, especially when you're trying to learn about self, is not making a decision, not actually doing anything. The lack of decision is a decision unto itself, which only brings in more pain and heartache because it brings in the Tower. And finally, the Nine of Cups in reversal. You guys got a lot of cups in this reading. That intuitional, creative energy is going to be important, especially as we're embracing into Pisces and as we're getting going in this year. The Nine of Cups is one of the abundance cards, but this isn't the Nine of Pentacles where it's like tangible, physical. Here, look, this is abundance. It's more the emotional, spiritual abundance. We're not seeing those abundant areas because we're not able to connect the dots. We're not slowing down to see what we're good at, what we like, what's going right. We're so focused in on the challenges, the problems, the expectations and demands. Slowing down, taking a breath, taking a little bit of time to explore what you like to do, what brings you that joy. What's going right in your life will help to turn this card so it's no longer reversed. It's in the upright. And you start to see some of these aspects and planes come into view. you start to put those dots together. Because right now, we're amplifying and manifesting challenge in our life rather than amplifying and manifesting more of the positive, because we're hyper-focusing in on the challenge. We need to shift gears, and that's very much what the full moon is supporting us with. Shifting those gears, better understanding ourselves, being more able to utilize the tools, the skills, and our abilities that we excel at. Now, of course, we do have the double sevens here. We do, well, in angel messages, these are lucky sevens, guys. Something positive and abundant is coming your way. You just need to stay true to the path ahead. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today. I hope that this helped to understand what you can expect from the full moon. Take it one step at a time. Remember to breathe. You've got this. Now, little housekeeping. Like always, if you guys enjoyed this session, please remember to give it a thumbs up and let me know what you thought. Let me know some of those positive things that you want to work on. I love hearing back from you guys. And if you guys haven't, please subscribe and hit the little red bell, as there's much more coming forward as the year unfolds. If you're looking for an added layer of support, I do have a Ko-fi and Patreon page. I've provided links below, so you can go check those out. Again, I want to thank you for joining me today and exploring the full snow moon. Until tomorrow, my friends.